Hello students, welcome you back to GK's Maths classes, your ultimate CBSE class 12th mathematics guide. Together, we'll turn this class 12 mathematics from challenge to your strength. Okay. Already I hope you all have gone through the part 1 of my video where we talked about the introduction of matrices. Okay. So today what we are going to do, we are going to solve NCERT question, exercise 3.1. Okay, we'll try to solve few questions, and whichever is similar in nature, you can try it as homework, and if you don't get it, you can always comment in the comment section, and I will get back to you. Okay. So once again, I request you to subscribe to my channel and also to press the bell icon. Okay. So let us start with the exercise. So this is the first question from NCERT. NCERT 3.1 first question. Now what the question says? It's very simple question. These are the possible 1 mark questions. Okay. A matrix A is given. The order of a matrix is what you have to find. So you know what is order of a matrix from the previous class. It's the number of rows by number of columns. Now look at it and tell me how many rows are there, how many horizontal entries are there. There are 3 rows. You can see there are 3 rows and it has 4 columns. You see, it has 4 columns. So what do you think is the order of the matrix? The order of the matrix will be is it 2 by 4 or 4 by 3? Is it 3 by 4 or 4 by 3? It is 3 by 4, because you know it's number of rows by number of columns. Number of rows by number of columns. Now let's go to the second subdivision of this question. What is the second subdivision? What are the number of elements? Very simple. Number of elements is nothing. It's like finding area of a rectangle. Okay, this is a rectangle whose length is 3, breadth is 4. So what is the number of elements? Number of elements is number of rows into number of columns. So how many elements are there? 12. You can cross check 1, 2, 3, 4 into 3, 12 elements. So the number of elements in a matrix can be determined by multiplying number of rows with number of columns. Number of rows with number of columns. Let's go to the third subdivision. Here I will not do all subdivisions. I will not do everything. We'll just do one or two. I want to find A13. Previous video, you know, Aij, where I stands for row and J stands for column. So if it is A11, 1 stands for row, 3 stands for column. So it is first row, third column element. So what is first row, third column element? Let's look at it. This is first row, third column element. So where is the overlap? Overlap is on 19. So it is 19. Okay. We will try A24. What do you mean by A24? Second row, fourth column. Second row, fourth column. Well, I'll use red color now. This is second row, and it is the fourth column. So where is the overlap of the red ink? It's at number 12. We'll try one more if you want. You can try A21. What is A21? Yes, A21 is nothing but second row, first column. Okay, this is second row, first column. So what is second row, first column? Where is the overlap? Overlap happens at 35. So it's very simple to understand. So this is how you identify the elements. When I say A21, it is second row, first column. If it is A33, third row, third column. A24, second row, fourth column. So I think you can do the remaining. I have done 3 parts for you. You can do other 2. Okay. I hope this is clear. Very simple question from NCERT. let's go to the next question. Now, what does the next question say? A matrix has 24 elements. Previously, they gave you the order, you found the number of elements. But now here, you have 24 elements. How do I find all possible order of the matrix? So it's very simple. How you can break 24 into product of two numbers? You can have 24 into 1. This is what type of matrix? It's a column matrix because it has 24 rows and 1 column. Or you can have 1 by 24. What is the meaning of 1 by 24? It has 1 row and it has 24 columns. It's a row matrix. What is the other possibility? 2 by 12. 2 by 12 is 24. Or it can be 12 by 2. Correct? One more. Try. 3 by 8. 8 by 3. Isn't it? Or it can be what? 4 by 6 and 6 by 4. Any other possibility of writing 24 as product of two numbers? No. So how many matrices are possible? The number of matrix with how many elements? With 24 elements is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is 8. You can have 8 matrix whose number of elements will be 24. Correct? Now the second part of the question is, he wants to know what if it has 13 elements? Now what is the major difference between 13 and 24? 24 is a composite number, whereas 13 is a prime number. If you want to write it as product of two numbers, the only way possible is you can have either 13 by 1 or 1 by 13. You can have a row matrix or you can have a column matrix. This is a column matrix, this is a row matrix. So if 13 is a prime number, only two such matrices are possible. Whereas if it is not a prime number, you can have you can break it into product of two numbers, so you get that many matrices. So whenever you see the number of elements as prime, there are only two matrices possible. Either it will be 13 by 1 or 1 by 13. Or suppose if you have 17 elements, what will be that? 1 by 13 or 1 by 17 or 17 by 1. Whereas suppose if there are 8 elements, suppose if I take 8 elements, how many are possible? 1 by 8, 8 by 1, 2 by 4, 4 by 2. Any other possibility? No. So there are 4 matrices possible. And you know very well that 8 is not a prime number. So that is why you are able to break it into product of two numbers. Whereas 13 is a prime number, so you can have either 13 by 1 or 1 by 13. Okay. Let's go to the next question. We will not solve all the subdivisions. You can do the second and third subdivision by yourself. I will try to do the first subdivision for you. Now, I want to construct a matrix Aij. I want to construct a matrix Aij which is of order 2 by 2. So what's the maximum value I can take? It can take maximum 2. And how many j can take? Maximum 2. So it's a 2 by 2 matrix. So how do I write it? A11, A12, A21 and A22. 2 by 2 matrix. First row, first column, first row, second column, second row, first column, second row, second column. Now what do? You calculate each one of them. A11, that means I is 1, j is 1. Substitute in this formula. I is 1, j is 1 whole square by 2, which is 4 by 2, which is nothing but 2. Now what is A12? First row, I is 1, j is 2. So it is 3 square by 2, which is 9 by 2. What is A21? I is 2 and j is 1. What is that? 9 by 2. Now finally, I want to find A22. What is A22? I is 2, j is 2. which is 4 square is 16. 16 by 2 is 8. Now you have calculated all the elements. Now what is matrix A then? What is A11? A11 is 2. What is A12? 9 by 2. What is A21? 9 by 2. What is A22? 8. You see, you are able to construct a matrix. These type of questions are very important. Either you can get a 2-mark question, or sometimes they may ask you in 1 mark. In 1 mark, it's very difficult to ask an MCQ, but there is a possibility for you to get a 2-mark question from this. This construct a matrix of order 2 by 2. And the rest of the things are very simple. Now, you can try the second and third subdivision. If you want, I can do second subdivision for you. You see the second subdivision. It's again of order 2 by 2. So there is no change in this. And A22. Now what is A11? I is 1, J is 1. So it's 1 by 1. So it's 1. What is A12? I is 1, J is 2. What is A21? I is 2, J is 1. And what is A22? Both I and J are 2. So what's a matrix? 1, half, 2 and 1. It is as simple as this. Okay. So I'm sure with these two sums as an idea, you will be able to do the third one, because third was almost similar to the first subdivision. Instead of I plus j, you are having I plus 2j. I don't think it's difficult. Okay. If you still have a problem, you can always put it in the comment column. I will get back to whoever is having a doubt. Now look at the question number. Look at question number 5. The difference between question number 4 and question number 5 is, question number 4 is of order 2 by 2. So it's a square matrix, whereas this is not a square matrix. It is a 3 by 4 matrix. It is much more tedious because we are going to talk about 12 elements. Okay. So let us try to do it. A11, then A12, A13. It has only 3 rows. Okay. But it has 4 columns. So I will go to A14. First row and first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column, first row, fourth column. I have to stop there. Then A21, A22, A23, A24. Second row, first column, second column, third column, fourth column. Now what's the last one? A31, A32, A33 and A34. I don't have to go for A41 because the number of row is 3. The maximum number of row it has is 3. The order is 3 by 4. See, it's a 3 by 4 matrix. Now what is A11? A11. Look at it carefully. Half of, this is modulus. Modulus makes negative positive, negative numbers to positive. So I is 1. So minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. J is also 1. And so you get modulus of minus 2. Modulus of minus 2 is 2. So what is 2 by 2? It's 1. Simple calculation. Next I go for A12. I is 1. J is 2. Let's calculate. I is 1. So I is 1 now. It's minus 3. J is 2. So I get modulus of minus 1 by 2. It's 1 by 2. Then you go for A13. What is A13? A13 means half of minus 3 plus 3. I is 1, J is 3. So obviously it is 0. What is A14? Half of minus 3 plus 4. Because J is 4. J is 4. I is 1. So I get 1 by 2. Minus 3 plus 4 is 1. Modulus of 1 is 1. So it is 1 by 2. So I have completed the first row. Now let's go to the second row. A21. What is meant by A21? Second row, first column. Second row, first column. So it is half of minus 6. Why minus 6? Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. And J is 1. So what do you get? Modulus of minus 5 by 2. Modulus of minus 5 is 5 by 2. Now what is A21? A22? Half of minus 6 plus 2. Minus 6 plus 2, which is 4 by 2, which is same as 2. Because modulus of minus 4 is 4. Now what is A23? Half of minus 6 plus 3. What is minus 6 plus 3? 3 by 2. Because minus 3 plus minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. Modulus of minus 3 is nothing but 3. Now what is A24? Half of minus 6 plus 4, which is 1. Because minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2. Modulus of minus 2 is 1. Modulus of minus 2 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So that completes the second row. Now let's go to the third row. Now how do I do the third row? Now third row is A31. Tell me, what is A31? Third row, first column. Half of minus 9. Why minus 9? Minus 3 into 3 is 9 plus 1. So it's modulus of minus 8 by 2, which is same as 4. Now what is A32? Half of minus 9 plus 2, which is 7 by 2. What is A33? Half of minus 9 plus 3, which is 6 by 2, which is 3. What is A34? Half of minus 9 plus 4, which is 5 by 2. I think the calculation is very, very simple. I have done for all the elements. Now you have to put it back. Matrix A equal to, what is matrix A equal to? First let's look at the first row. What is first row? 1, half, 0, half. What's the second row? 5 by 2, 2, 3 by 2 and 1. What's the third row? 4, 7 by 2, 3 and 5 by 2. That completes the problem. See, the moment it becomes 3 by 4 and the order becomes big, then the calculation, it is the difficulty level is increased only by the length, not the concept. Conceptually, if you have understood how to construct a 2 by 2 matrix, you should be able to construct any matrix of any order. The only problem here is, since it is 3 by 4, you have to do lot of calculation. You have to do for 12 elements. Just imagine if it is 3 by 5 or 3 by 7, you have to do the calculation. But the concept is very simple. All that you need to do is use this definition as a base. Wherever I is there, I stands for row, J stands for column. You input the values and do the calculation, you'll get it. Okay. I hope you have understood question number 5. Now let's go to question number 6. We remember we have done equality of two matrix. What is the condition for equality of two matrix? Two matrices are said to be equal if they are of same order and if the corresponding elements are equal. Let's see how it works in this problem. Let us look at question first subdivision. The first subdivision. You can see clearly this is 4, 3, x, 5 and this is y, z, 1, 5. Both the matrix are of same order because both are of order 2 by 2 and the corresponding elements are equal. What do you mean by corresponding elements are equal? 4 is equal to y, so I got the y value. Z equal to 3 and x equal to 1. That solves the problem. This is question number 1. First subdivision is finished. All that you need to do is equate the color. I am using a simple definition of equality of two matrix. Okay. Now let's go to the second subdivision. What is second subdivision? Very, very easy. You can see clearly your x plus y is equal to 6 and 2 equal to 2, so it's fine. 5 plus z equal to 5. So from this we get z straight away. What is z equal to? 0. Very good. Now xy equal to 8. Xy equal to 8. Now you have to solve this. It's a very simple quadratic equation. Now what is y equal to? 6 minus x. I'll take this and substitute here. So wherever y is there, I will replace it by x minus 6. 16 minus x. correct? So what do I get? 16x, I'm just using distributive property, equal to 8. Now bring everything to one side, you get x square minus 16x plus 8 equal to 0. Very simple quadratic equation. It is about splitting the middle term. What are the factors? A, you get one second, x plus y equal to 6 and xy equal to 8. I made a mistake here, I'm sorry. 6. Okay, so now what is the answer? The factors are x minus 8 and x minus 4 and x minus 2. The factors are 8 can be split into 4 and 2, so that the sum is 6. Okay, so you get x is equal to minus 4 and minus 2 and minus 6. So x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 2. So what are the possible answers? X is 4. So what is y? When x is 4, y is 2 and z is 0. What's the other answer? When x is 2, y will be 4. Y is 4 and z is 0. So here I made a mistake of, I took x plus y as 16, okay? So it is 6. So now you get a quadratic equation. By splitting the middle term, the factors are minus 4 and minus 2, and obviously you get, so when x is 4, you have xy equal to 8. So when x is 4, you get y as 2. That's how I got this y as 2. Similarly, you can do for this. I hope this is very clear to you. Okay. Now let's try to do the third subdivision. Now what is the third subdivision? It says that x plus y plus z equal to 9. I call this as equation 1. Then you have x plus z equal to 5. Call this as equation 2. Y plus z equal to 7. Call this as equation 3. So first one was so very simple. Second one, you have to use quadratic equation. The third one is even more interesting. You have 3 equations and 3 unknowns. How do I solve 3 equations and 3 unknowns? Very, very simple. Look at this question. X plus z. Substitute 2 in 1. Substitute 2 in 1. X plus z is 5. So you have 5. X plus z is 5. Plus y equal to 9. So what is y equal to? 4. Simple, isn't it? Now again what you will do? Substitute 3 in 1. Substitute 3 in 1. Or you can substitute y equal to 4, you get z. Substitute 3 in 1. Or I think this is much easier to do. Substitute in 3. That is better, I feel. 4 plus z equal to 7. So z equal to 3. Now that I have got x and y, y and z, substitute y equal to 4, z equal to 3 in 1. So what do you get? X plus 4 plus 3 equal to 9. I get x is equal to 2. See how nicely it comes. X is equal to 2, y equal to 4 and z equal to 3. So we have solved the system of equations. So I have solved all the 3 subdivisions for you. The first subdivision was very simple. Second subdivision was slightly difficult because you have to solve a quadratic equation. The third one is 3 equations and 3 unknown. It is very, very easy to get the answer. Now please understand, all that I used here is what we learned in the previous video. That is equality of 2 matrices. 2 matrices are said to be equal if they are of same order and their corresponding elements are equal. That is exactly what I did. See, this is a 2 by 2 matrix. These two are 2 by 2 matrix. This is a 3 by 1 matrix. 3 by 1. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Again, you see, it's a 2 by 2 matrix. Again, I'm going to use the concept of equality of 2 matrix. What is A minus B equal to? Minus 1. And 2A minus B equal to 0. Call this as equation 1. Call this as equation 2. Then 2A plus C equal to 5. and 3c plus d equal to 13. Call this as 4 or 3 and call this equation as 4. Now what do? You do 2 minus 1, just a normal linear equation. So what is 2a minus a? It is a minus b, minus of minus b will be 0. So this will be equal to 0 minus of minus 1, 0 minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So you get a equal to 1. Now take this and substitute in 1. So what do you get? 1 minus b equal to minus 1. Therefore b equal to 2. Right? Simple algebraic equation. Now you take this a equal to 1 and substitute in 3. What do you get? 2 into a is 1 plus c equal to 5. So I get c equal to 3. Now that you got c, substitute in 4. What do you get? 3 into 3 plus d equal to 13. So what is d equal to? 13 minus 9, which is 4. So you have got all the values. A is 1, b is 2, c is 3 and d is 4. So we have solved question number 7. Very, very simple, just like the previous question. It is exactly like the previous question. Here it is a little bit more complicated, where you have to use class 10th linear equation and solve it. Now this is a very simple MCQ question which you may get. It's an NCERT question. He says that Aij will be a square matrix. Okay, will be a square matrix. He says that I is of order 1, maximum value is m, j is of order n. So it's a matrix of order m by n. If you want this to be a square matrix, what should happen? Number of rows should be equal to number of columns. So m should be equal to n. So it's option C. Straightforward, very simple question. Now let's go to the question number 9. Very important question. Okay, it is slightly tricky also. There are 4 options given. Let us see which is the correct option is. Again, I am going to use the concept of equality of 2 matrices. Now 2 matrices are given. Obviously both the matrices are of same order, and I am going to equate the corresponding element. What is the corresponding element? 3x plus 7 equal to 0 and y minus 2 equal to 5 and y plus 1 equal to 8 and 2 minus 3x is equal to 4. I group all the x together and y together. So from this y equal to 7 and y equal to 7. So it looks like either it should be this answer or it should be this. You got y equal to 7. Now we will decide based on what my x is. So from this, what is x is equal to? Minus 7 by 3. So definitely this is ruled out. Okay, here it is given minus 1 by 3. So the answer must be this. We'll find out. Minus 3x is equal to 2. So what is x is equal to? Minus 2 by 3. So we think that this is the correct answer, which is not correct because x is minus 2 by 3, but you are also having x is minus 7 by 3, which will definitely violate the definition of equality of 2 matrix. The corresponding elements will not be equal. Okay, so you cannot have 2 different values of x. So the answer is it is not possible to find. This is the correct answer. It is not possible to find. Again, I am repeating. You have x is equal to minus 7 by 3. You have x is equal to minus 2 by 3. So if I take x is minus 7 by 3 and minus 2 by 3, the 2 matrix cannot be equal. You cannot have 2 matrix equal. If I put x is minus 7 by 3, you will get 0 here, but you will not get 8. See, 2 minus 3 into minus 7 by 3. See what happens. 2 plus 7, it is 9. But I want 8. So it is definitely not possible. I hope you understand. I'll repeat again. I'll repeat. Suppose if x is minus 7 by 3, I substitute here 3x plus 7. What is the answer? 0. It's perfect. It's correct. Now 2 minus 3x, which is 2 minus 3 into minus 7 by 3. So what do I get? 2 plus 7, which is 9. But actually I'm supposed to get 8. Okay. Similarly, you can try with 2 by 3. If you put minus 2 by 3, you get 8 here, but you will not get 0. So you cannot have two different values of x when two matrices are said to be equal. So in that case, both these options are wrong. So it has to be only not possible to find. Okay. So that is why this is a very important question. So keep track of this question. Now let's do the final question from the NCERT. With that, we'll stop with this video. Now what is the final question? The number of all possible matrices of order 3 by 3, where all possible matrix of order 3 by 3. What do you mean by order 3 by 3? A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33, where each and every element will be either 0 or 1. You can have either 0 or 1. So A11 can be filled in how many ways? In 2 ways. Why it is 2 ways? You can have either 0 or 1. A12 can be filled in 2 ways. Why? You can get either 0 or 1. If I repeat that for everything, A33 can be filled in 2 ways. Now you can see clearly by the method of by counting principle. You remember all the elements must be filled either by 0 or 1. That means A11 and A12 and A13, so on up to and A33, everything needs to be filled. But you know, by counting principle, and means multiplication. So A11 can be filled in 2 ways. A12 can be filled in 2 ways. A13 can be filled in 2 ways. Like that, everything can be filled in 2 ways. Since all the elements need to be filled, it is 2 into 2 into 2, 9 times. It is 2 power 9. So the answer is 512. One of the most important question which you can get for MCQ. Okay. So with that, we complete the exercise. I hope you understood. In case if you have any doubt or any queries, you can always put in the comment column. And please do not forget to subscribe to my video and to press the bell icon. We will continue next class with addition, subtraction and multiplication of matrix. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.